Hiya folks, Simon here, welcome back to the channel. I know that some of you have been following along with the developments of the suggestion that a PS5 version of Final Fantasy VII Remake is due to be announced next month. And I think a couple of things have happened recently that make the probability of that announcement even more likely. But before we get onto the rumour, let's get to the facts and what we do know for certain. Number one, we do know that the exclusivity period for Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS4 is due to expire April the 10th, and then the game can actually come out on other systems. So any announcement that's going to be happening about what systems they may be is going to have to happen imminently in order to start getting people hyped up. Second of all, what we do know is that Square have trademarked a bunch of names, bunch of titles, seemingly related to Final Fantasy VII. The one that I feel is most relevant is Ever Crisis. Now, I do believe that Ever Crisis is a trademark for the name of the DLC content that is going to be released with the PS5 version of Final Fantasy VII Remake and probably available for purchase separately for those who want to stick with the PS4 release. We also know that a concert was planned around the same time in February for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and this is going to take place in Tokyo. Now, unfortunately, that concert was cancelled. However, it has since been announced that the concert is going to go ahead, but as an online live stream. Now, why is that important? Well, Square have historically used these concerts in the past in order to make various announcements for the games that they are relevant to. For example, at one particular Kingdom Hearts concert, Tetsuya Nomura surprised everybody by coming onto the stage and announcing the Western release of Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, so that's the facts, and you've got to admit, everything there times up perfectly for that February announcement. Everything is happening together. The trademarks that have just taken place, the concert, the fact that the exclusivity period ends at the start of April. It all makes sense. But let's just go ahead and check out this article, because there's one more bit of news that I think really does make this announcement likely. So if we go over to Silicon Era here, and I'll leave a link to the article in the description. First of all, Silicon Era's article confirms that the concert is going to be going ahead as a live stream. I won't read the whole thing. One thing to note, though, is that apparently this is going to be a Japan exclusive. So we'll probably have to wait until news starts to sprout up online as to anything that is announced here. But here's the important part. This is a new development. It is now confirmed that Square Enix's Yoshinori Kitase is going to be making a video message for this event. Now, if you do not know, Yoshinori Kitase is the lead producer on Final Fantasy VII Remake. So on top of everything else I've just spoken about, we also have this new bit of news that the producer of Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be coming to share a video message at this event. So it does seem very likely now at this point that we can expect the PS5 announcement for Final Fantasy VII Remake at this concert. Of course, this still raises a lot of questions. Why are all these rumours pivoted on the PS5? What about an Xbox release? What about a PC release? I know a lot of you guys watching this really want to be able to play this game on PC. Well, at the moment, we're not hearing anything about that. As far as I know anyway, there's nothing slipping through the grapevine that's suggesting a PC or Xbox release is also going to be imminent. Anyway, folks, what are your thoughts on this? Are you excited for the PS5 announcement of Final Fantasy VII Remake? What do you think about Ever Crisis, that name first of all? And do you think, as I probably think is likely at this point, that that is going to be the title of the bundled DLC content with the PS5 version? And what would you like to see potentially with that DLC? But thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget, I do live stream Final Fantasy content over on Twitch, so I'll leave a link in the description for that. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to stay tuned to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Remake news, and I'll see you next time.